We are here at Office Park for the secondary schools under 19 second league final. Next up, we got Windhoek Afrikaanse Privaat High School versus ETOSHA Secondary School from Chumep. Tawana, welcome. What is your thoughts?
Good afternoon, and thank you very much to you, Mans. It's good to be here. Really excited for this hockey game that they're about to give us a showdown, because if I'm not mistaken, the boys from ETOSHA have traveled close to 450 kilometers just to be here today.
Tawana, yeah, the previous game was a close one between Windhoek High School and Gymnasium. They won 3.
It was 2-0. Final score was 2-0.
2-0?
Yeah, to Windhoek High School.
To Windhoek High School,
Yeah.
that won that one.
Mm-hmm.
Tawana, any advice from your side that you would have given to the teams on the Astro today?
Speaking on perspective from the Chemies and the VIS game, I would say Windhoek Gymnasium came into the game with so much confidence. They were favorites to win the game, but obviously they were stunned by Windhoek High School. So one advice I could give to the teams that are playing today is, don't come in with too much confidence. Just play your hockey and bring it back to the basics and enjoy the game.
Yeah, Tawana, you're a seasoned hockey player. You're playing for NAS as well, and you should know what you're talking about. Being overconfident is not the right attitude to approach a final.
Indeed, it is not, Tielemans, and I'm speaking from experience here. Skill, obviously you need skill to win the one-on-one battles, but overall you do need to keep your composure in all situations in the game.
Yeah. DJ Strauss, one of the referees, blowing on his whistle. DJ is also the national
DJ Strauss is national team goalkeeper. If I'm not mistaken, he is the most capped international goalkeeper of Namibia's hockey history, which makes him the highest capped goalkeeper in history, which is very impressive.
And Tawana, he's good. He's very good as well, with that huge frame of his throwing himself around in front of the goal.
Yes, definitely. I mean, if you've watched any of the test series, then you would know that DJ Strauss is a more vocal guy. You can hear him from any side of the pitch. So
that's true. Yeah.
He's a very commandative guy, and he knows how to lead an army. And co-umpire is our very own Tunomwameni Epaphras. He is a Wanderers player in the National Hockey League as well. I'm sure he's also awaiting his national team call-up pretty soon. He's shown pretty good perseverance on and off the field. As you can see, he's giving back to the community by here umpiring in the high school games.
Tawana, thank you for that one. I mean, you've got all the information, luckily.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
they've
indeed.
warmed up. I think the teams are ready to... And there's
kickoff. Let's go. It's a very interesting game. These two teams have identical kits with the blue tops, which explains why ETOSHA have to be wearing the reflectors, the orange reflectors. So just to confirm with you, the orange reflectors is ETOSHA Secondary School, and the ones with the blue tops are Windhoek Afrikaanse Private School, WAP.
Yeah, so far ETOSHA on the attack there, through the middle.
And ETOSHA start off strong with a mild circle penetration. Unfortunately, there has been a foul committed, just the 16, so it has to be taken by Windhoek Afrikaanse Private School. And here we go. It's an overhead all the way from the back into the center of the field. And what a tackle from one of the ETOSHA players. And as he drives it forward, and the captain is here carrying the ball into the circle. Oh, and unlucky. He just loses his footing and finds the turf. But good perseverance for him as he gets straight back up just to win the ball back for his team.
Tawana, from your experience, they water the Astro before the game, so it's not slippery at all. Or what's your experience?
No, well, the reason why they do water is water the turf is because so that it does for the maintenance, basically, so it doesn't get too dry. Because it is sunny, quite sunny today, so the sun is said to sort of damage the AstroTurf. And with the correct shoes, then it shouldn't allow any room for slipping and sliding.
So you have to wear the correct footwear.
Yeah, footwear is definitely needed in these sort of conditions.
Okay, Tawana, now we can follow the game and give our viewers a run.
Our very own opinions as we see it.
Yes.
Live right in front of us. Yes, it is a free hit for WAP, and as they take it just shy of the halfway. And what an overhead from one of the WAP players as he sends it into the D in an attempt to get their first circle penetration, but unfortunately a foul has been committed. So now ETOSHA have the ball to their advantage now. And as the ETOSHA player drives it up, smooth past one of these players, the ETOSHA boys are moving it well along the field. Good control by the ETOSHA boys as they complete yet again another circle penetration.
Yeah, that was a quick attack from their own side, Tawana.
It was, quick counter attack. They're very swift in moving the ball.
Tawana, I'm going to speak Afrikaans now and then for our viewers. Ons het Afrikaanse private hoërskool met die blou en geel. Wat teen ETOSHA Hoërskool speel in die tweede spanne se finaal hier by Affies Park se Astro in Pionierspark in Windhoek. Ek en Tawana is hierso om julle meer van die spel te vertel. Hy is die gesoute man, Tawana.
Yeah. For those that just realized that ETOSHA just got a short corner, but they failed to utilize it, and then it just got overturned in WAP's favor. So they lost the advantage to secure the first goal of the game. And here we have the lovely fans that have come out to support their children or cousins and everything. They've come out and showed up and in support of their loved ones. And that is a WAP ball.
Office on the attack in the side of ETOSHA at the moment. DJ Strauss in picture here.
This is their home ground, and for ETOSHA coming so far, they would be a bit nervous, but they're just cruising through this game.
They've got ETOSHA got a couple of quick, fast players. I mean, if you look at the way they approach the game, and on the technical wise, they're good with the hockey sticks. It's just not the hitting.
It's incredible, These guys came, they brought their hockey shoes, they brought their hockey sticks, and they're ready to give us a good show today.
And they came all the way down 400 and how many kilos. They're not here just to compete. They're here to win as well.
Yeah, they're not here to play games. They're here to play it and win it.
That's good for sport in general. Development kids. We've got Erwin and Dura with the Standard Bank Development League that's doing huge work for development in Namibia from primary school. Erwin was also the national ladies indoor coach as well for a couple of years. A lovely man.
Yes, Tielemans, I hope you don't mind me asking, but you mentioned something about Handura. How long has he been in the scene for with hockey development?
Tawana, I don't know. It seems to me like ages.
Oh, yeah, he has been on the scene for quite a while here.
Yeah. Referee DJ Strauss in picture again. Having a look at the proceedings from the west side of the field.
The official side. Here we go again. Office have got another circle penetration, but ETOSHA just stopped them shy of entering the goalkeeper's range. But Office have the advantage as that ball, as the ball was played into a dangerous, as it lifted too high into the player.
Yeah, that high ball is almost like a soccer kick.
Yeah. And yet again, another interception by ETOSHA.
And here they come again. They are good. I must say, Tawana, I'm impressed.
Yeah, here we go.
And they went down. Unfortunately, he couldn't pass the ball to his
teammate.
His support there. Maybe if they settle down, Tawana, and settle the nerves and get a bit rustiger, to put it that way, rustig. And stick to the game plan. Don't go alone. Make sure you've got a backup of your support player.
Yeah,
excellent stuff by the ETOSHA player, number 10.
I'm sure he's feeling confident enough to take them all.
That's for sure.
One thing these ETOSHA boys shouldn't do is tire themselves out, as the game is only 8 minutes in. You know, they still got a whole half, or one half to play. And their bench looks a bit thin, so they should just be wary of. They should just stick to the strategy and reserve their energy till the end of the game.
Yeah, Risto Elias was the number 10 player there, breaking through the middle, making huge yards there for his team. Off his back. Did they penetrate the circle there, Tawana? I couldn't see that. What?
Yeah, it was a circle penetration by ETOSHA, but by Afis. But unfortunately, they just stumbled upon one of their feet, and now it has been a free hit for ETOSHA.
So that ETOSHA's
overturned now. Afis ball.
Back to Office.
Afis, as they calmly go through the gears, they're just trying to find the right pass and go through ETOSHA's defense. And here we go. I've just received wind that this player who's playing very well, he's also one of the Ndura boys, so we've got high expectations of whenever Ndura it is Afi's ball overturned. Now it is
back to ETOSHA. Possession back to ETOSHA
for a dangerous hit by one of the Afi's player. Well, yeah, they should just calm it down a bit, because I feel like they're burning through their pistons here. If they fired all pistons, and their bench is a bit thin, so they should definitely be aware of that.
Tawana, we don't have really numbers on all the players to identify them. For us, although we've got the team sheets of both teams. Penetration there by Afis.
Afis still have the ball, and they keep on searching for that one.
Stolen by ETOSHA. Going downfield. Oh.
Okay. And that is dangerous.
That's dangerous. I agree with you. So for that dangerous play, what do ETOSHA get? Only possession, or?
Yeah, they get the possession, and then they get what is called a free hit. So then they can take the ball from wherever that atrocity has been committed, and then they can play it on from there.
Okay, down the side into Office half. Stolen there by an Office player.
As he drives it forward. Office almost had a good circle penetration and counter attack, but unfortunately the legs of the one attacker just failed him, as he couldn't push and catch that ball. Here we go with ETOSHA driving it forward again.
Back between the middle line and the quarter. ETOSHA got the ball. Back.
Playing a little 1-2 between them here.
Yeah, that is his. And unfortunately, the ETOSHA player couldn't take the pass there. That huge downfield drive, if I can call that, Tawana.
Yeah, it would have been lovely if there was an attacker just waiting right there to receive that pass. But here we go again with Afis as they go back onto the offense.
All the way over the deadline, if that's the correct term.
We can call it a deadline today, yes. Over the line. It seems to be a bit of a back and forth here.
Yeah.
I'm sure the players are either getting tired or they're just trying to run down the clock.
Yeah, the first chucker is almost something of the past. As I know, they're not playing chuckers of 15 minutes. It's a full half of 30 minutes that they play today. Yeah. In this final of the boys' second league for secondary schools. We got on the Astro ETOSHA High School on the attack now. Office.
ETOSHA is so close to getting their opening goal, but wonderful save from the Afis keeper.
Doing magic with that stick of it.
Unfortunately, just comes shy. And now Afis on the ball. Oh, this is the end of the first half, Tinman. Hopefully the coaches can have a good chat with their players and restructure their strategies and hopefully build from there.
Yeah, I think Tawana, both coaches will talk hard and to the boys to get it through to them, to stick to the game plan and execute the attacks and passes properly and not to overdo it, to overrun themselves, to put it.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, we're going to have an ad break. Tawana going to the shops a little.
We will be with you shortly.
Guys having some.
Okay, we are back live for the second chukker of the game. And just to remind you, if you're just joining us, it is Windhoek Afrikaans Private School against ETOSHA Secondary School for the second under 19s high school league final.
Ja, Office in blauw en geel en kenmerkende kleurskema. ETOSHA met die blauw Wes, Tawana, sorry, not blauwe Wes, die oranje wese om hulle te onderskei want hulle het ook blou aan. Office on the attack, nice, good defense there by the ETOSHA player.
It seems to me that these boys are well oiled for the second chukker. They've got their water, got a good breather, and they seem very ready for this second chuck. And hopefully we can get some goals in this second chuck. Don't you really think so, Timon?
Ja, Tawana, hierdie twee spanne is baie goed gebalanseerd. They were very well balanced. It's not going to be an easy game for any one of the two teams.
Yeah, exactly, indeed. So according to the umpire, DJ Strauss, he's just indicating to the player that he should take it outside, just behind the line.
And that's...
Oh, and unfortunately that does not count as a goal, as he was outside of the circle and there was no touch from an Afis player within the circle. So it is a 16 for ETOSHA Secondary School.
start from ETOSHA. They're so good on this. The attacks from their own half. Passing there to a player on his outside.
ETOSHA seem very comfortable playing around with the ball in their own half like this.
And they're doing it well. And there they go, attacking through the middle, losing the ball there. Stolen by an office player. Called back by the umpire, the referee.
Free hit for ETOSHA. So take it back to recycle a bit.
Good defense.
What a tackle.
Well done by the ETOSHA player. Stealing there from Affis.
And Affis have the free hit now.
Free hit.
Seems to be a bit of confusion as to who will take it, but he will smack it across field. And they'll be collected for the ETOSHA player. As they slowly change into the gears into counter-attack. They're just trying to look for that right pass in order to penetrate the office park, but they've just overturned it again.
One of what I like is that they don't waste time with possession with one player. The passing between them are very, very good and well structured.
Indeed, it is very efficient from the players. I think it's a good thing they haven't forgotten their basics.
No, that's for sure. Over the line there, Tawana. And take it there from the side.
It is what is equivalent to a throw-in, but instead of throwing it, they just hit it with their sticks. The captain is carrying it into the D and he's looking for space to shoot. And that is a short corner.
Short corner for ETOSHA.
Yeah, for ETOSHA secondary school. As it catches the foot of one of the Affis players.
It's an opportunity for them to get their first goal of the game.
Indeed,
let's see if the defense of Affis is going to keep up.
We are very keen to see. As he calmly puts it in there, the captain does not catch it well enough to get a shot through. So they lose the short corner advantage, and then Affis have the ball to their advantage for a free hit.
Stop there.
With the wrong apparatus, unfortunately. He's using his feet to stop the ball instead of the stick.
Instead of the hockey stick.
So again, Affis have another free hit. I'm sure they will take their time just to sort of collect themselves.
Trying to get penetrate through the middle, and can you believe it, Tawana? It went all the way to the circle of ETOSHA, into the circle of ETOSHA.
Unfortunately, nothing.
ETOSHA on the attack again. That boy is good, number 4.
He is the captain of the team, and just for those wondering his name, he goes by. Hofeni Hamandike is your captain for ETOSHA Secondary School.
So, and I hope the information that we have is correct, eh? Hofeni.
Yeah, Hofeni Hamandike. He is the captain of ETOSHA Secondary School, and as ETOSHA drive it, tries to smack it across field.
Tawana, it's nice to hear the parents and the supporters of both teams here at the Astro.
Yeah, indeed. I'm sure they came in with their lekkergies today to sort of to support their kids.
Yeah, that's another free hit for Office. And I think
it just went over the lines.
Went over.
Will be taken by on the line by ETOSHA. Number 9 will carry it. That is Joseph Shipanga as he sends it into.
Unfortunately, the ETOSHA player couldn't collect that that shot went over the deadline in the back. Possession back to Office.
And they will gladly take the 16 and try and hopefully get something. But another interception by Afis. Sorry, by ETOSHA, excuse me. ETOSHA still in possession of the ball as they drive it along the field. But then they lose it. It's quite a thin margin in terms of possession. Oh, but okay, here we go. Afis are driving it forward, trying to get a good circle penetration. Oh, but unfortunately, the one Afis player just does not catch it good enough. But it is still a free hit for Afis. And he will drive it in.
He'll try to, and that.
Oh, unfortunately, that player was not 5 meters behind that where the ball was taken, so that's why the advantage still belongs to Afis.
Yeah, so that mistake there by the ETOSHA player. That could change the game. Let's see.
Yeah, Afis will take the long corner. But unfortunately, he tried to get his way, but there was a bit of a dangerous play by him. The ETOSHA boys will try and make something off of this free hit that they've been granted by the referee. But what a tackle from Afis.
Stolen there by, but
unfortunately they couldn't make do with what they've been given. And ETOSHA will collect and take the 16. Just the referee telling the ETOSHA players to take it just over the semicircle, which is the D. The one-hand control from one of the ETOSHA boys as they go forward. These ETOSHA boys seem to be controlling the ball well, but they just need to give us some goals pretty soon.
Yeah, unfortunately that was like a center running not straight, but hockey is totally different.
The Afis supporters have definitely brought their cheering voices today.
Yeah, the one. I think parents, people from Chimep, maybe it's too far for them to come and support their team.
It's a good thing that the Afis students have come out to support their fellow schoolmates and to sort of back their boys. Yeah, as he takes the long corner, Afis will drive into the D and to try and... oh, and what a save by the keeper. But ETOSHA have just stolen possession again. And they keep... stolen again by Afis. And if I'm not mistaken, that should be a short corner for Afis. As
referee walking down there to the goal area, instructing the players what to do.
Yes, and it is a short corner for Afis for the foot that was in the D.
Okay.
So hopefully this could be goal time. Let's just wait in anticipation. Oh, unfortunately the Afis player cannot collect.
Huge mistake by Office there. He didn't look for the ball. He was looking for his opposition. That's why he lost sight.
But now it is a 16 ball for ETOSHA. This ETOSHA defender is not worried about being pressed by an Afis player. He can just... But now it is an Afis ball as the ETOSHA defender just ran it out of play. The WAP player will take his time and sort of trying to look for a fellow teammate and play it. And he will drive it.
Driving there to his good pass, but lost again.
Regain possession.
Office on the attack. over the deadline, and that will be a
short corner for Offies.
okay.
The second short corner of the game for Offies. Hopefully they can learn from their previous mistake and make the most out of this short corner that they've been given again.
Short corner taken there from the deadline. Got 3-4 players outside the circle. They have to be outside the circle, Tawana.
They have
if
to
I understand correctly.
And they have to stop it outside and sort of bring it back in. And a shot by Offies, but unfortunately
it went wide.
It went wide, but it touched the foot on the way out, so it's another short corner for Offies. This is their third short corner. Oh, and this one comes in a bit slow, but hopefully they can.
Pass there to his teammate, stolen by ETOSHA, well controlled by the player of ETOSHA, going downfield on the attack, just over the middle line.
Yeah, this captain looks like he...
That shot was a bit of taken without proper decision making.
Here we go with Offies again on the ball. That player just tries to send it into the D. He just mishits it and gives the advantage to ETOSHA. And ETOSHA now have a free hit.
But got was leaning on a stick there. I thought maybe he was struck by the ball or.
Sometimes it's a bit inevitable to not find your way hit by the ball, but it is quite a hard ball, so you just have to be prepared for anything in this game of hockey. But as this ETOSHA drives it forward, makes a pass infield, but it was intercepted. And what a pass, but it was also intercepted.
Lyk of Offies nou hierdie wedstryd begin beheer. ETOSHA se aanvalle was meer gereeld nou in ETOSHA se halfgebied en naby die sirkel free daarso. Tawana, it seems to me that Offies is slowly but surely starting dominating the game.
Yeah, definitely. I think their support, they can feel and hear the support that's coming in from the stands, and that's really getting them riled up and started.
Yeah. Because it looks to me that they've got more possession now, and it field advantage.
Yeah, indeed. And what a tackle by the Office player. As the ETOSHA player was almost caught napping there. He was trying to get the best of him, but
yeah, this is almost like a kicking game. One for you, one for me. Changing sides of the field.
Indeed, yeah, and you can imagine this ball just keeps going from one end of the field to the other. Here we go again now with ETOSHA.
ETOSHA
go for another circle penetration.
ETOSHA on the attack, but they're losing possession.
A free hit for WAP, and as he sends it to the other side of the field, it just runs out of play again, and giving ETOSHA the advantage of a free hit. And we should be approaching half time in a couple of minutes. But yeah, because the ETOSHA boys seem like they're a bit winded now, ready for a good break, a good 2 or 5 minute break. Half time.
Tawana, our referees are highly experienced, except DJ. There's whistle for halftime.
Yeah, that is the whistle for halftime.
I think the boys will welcome the break and a few gulps of cold water.
Get some water, catch your breath, and yeah. Let's not just allow that lactic build-up in the legs.
Okay. Tawana, we're going to the shops again for a little break.
Okay, join us for the second half.
This month on DSTV Premium, the English Premiership is in full swing. Catch all the footballing action.
He's done it again!
Damian Lewis and Guy Pearce star in A Spy Among Friends, a thrilling limited series about a double agent.
Espionage going to be intoxicating.
And relive the masterful comedy of Key and Peele with both season 1 and 2.
You're feeling it!
It's your moment to be entertained by staying connected to DSTV Premium.
Stock up and
Yeah.
Tawana, any changes in the game so far that you could have noticed?
As far as changes go, I would say that Afis seem a bit more switched on the second half. I think the coach banged their heads together, and now their strategies are starting to work by the seams of it. And they're not here to entertain ETOSHA anymore, unfortunately. I think they're here for the whole cow.
Tawana, yeah. For the prime steak that's available.
Indeed.
Supporters they on the stand for the local team, for the hosts.
Okay. Viewers, we would like to apologize to you for the technical difficulties that we experienced as the second half began, but we are back live, and we are happy to present to you the rest of the game of Afis Park and ETOSHA.
Tawana, not already over 15 minutes in the third chaka, or the first chaka of the second half, and we should hear the whistle anytime soon.
Indeed, and then that will be the end of the third chaka. But as you all can see, the scores are still tied at 0-0, with WAP, with Afis Park having a short corner early on into the second half, but failing to capitalize on that. and which explains why the scores are still tied at 0-0.
So far, a good defensive game by both sides. I must say, the defense system are very good, and the attacks as well. So I don't know how they're gonna con each other to make it work.
Yeah, it's quite interesting, and then possession has just changed hands again into Office Park, but ETOSHA managed to collect it back again, and as they drive back into the defensive half of Office.
Beautiful play there by ETOSHA. Unfortunately, a mistake.
A free hit, yeah.
Maybe a foot in the way of the ball.
That's, yeah, indeed. A bad tackle and a foot.
Play there to, unfortunately for ETOSHA.
That is now an Office ball for the stick swing by ETOSHA. Here we go, Office do really well in getting sort of take it halfway. And then Office still have the advantage for the line ball as they play it into the field. Drive it down the wing, and here we go. Office player gets the advantage with the foot and leaves it for his fellow midfield player.
Hard blow there on the whistle.
And then the call is that the player took it a bit further from where the foul was committed. So he's just been brought back by the referee and asked to start it all over again.
Tawana, we've got a Vuvuzela in the background as well, but the player is not very successful with the blowing of that Vuvuzela.
Unfortunately, it's taking me back to the 2010 FIFA World Cup, but unfortunately, I guess it's been a long time since. It's been about 13 years since the World Cup, so I guess people have forgotten
how to operate that thing.
Yeah.
We've got ETOSHA on the attack again here.
As he collects it.
Penetrating the circle there.
He takes the shot, but it is stopped right by the P spot, and the referee calls for a short corner as I think as the player took the shot, it just came off the foot of the defender. So now that becomes a short corner for ETOSHA.
Short corner there, opportunity, but with 4 defenders in the goal area, it's not that easy, Tawana.
Yeah, indeed, it's not because these guys are going to come full straight onto them, but they seem to have their castles and a stop.
Need magic.
Unfortunately, in an attempt to take a shot, he just grazes the turf as well. But Afis take this advantage and then drive the ball upfield.
Yeah, they on the attack immediately after stealing the ball from ETOSHA. ETOSHA on
the offense again by terrific defense, I must say.
Yeah, giving it back to Office. Say that, look, we can do the same. You're not the only team that can do that. We're as good as you are on the attack, and excellent technical play there by the ETOSHA player.
Indeed.
Passing there to his buddy on the inside. Oh, and will that be called dangerous?
No, that was not dangerous. That would be a line ball. That's the end of the chaka, and I guess the players only have a minute to collect themselves, and hopefully we are going in for the fourth and final chaka after the little break.
Yeah, they running a bit. This first chaka of the second half was a bit longish. If I look at the time.
Yeah, it did go a few minutes over time. I think I'm not too sure if the referees forgot to check their watches, but
yeah, in the dugout they've got the timekeeper and the scorekeeper. Die telling is nog steeds 0-0 hier na die eerste chaka in die tweede helfte tussen Windhoek Office en ETOSHA hoërskool van die Noorde wat hier in die onder 19 tweede span finaal kragte meet. Ons het sover baie goeie hokkie gesien, uitstekende kwaliteit met die stokke, hoe die seuns hierdie balle hanteer, aangee hulle baie goeie verdediging van beide kante, hulle kan mekaar net nie uitoorlee nie, die spel verwissel gereeld, posisie tussen die twee helftes, en Tawana, dis fourth and last chuck of the game, the second one and last one of the second half, should be fireworks.
Yeah, I'm sure now it's just going to be full force from both teams as now they search for the goal that will guarantee them the win in this final game. Because I don't think any of these teams would settle for a draw as they are both looking for... I think none of these teams are happy accepting second place.
Yeah, Tawana, what we do not know is that if they end up on 1 each or 0-0, if they're going to play extra time, we don't have that information, so we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen.
Indeed, yeah. But as far as I'm concerned, according to the FIH, Federal International Hockey, that we do not have extra time. We just go straight to shootouts if the game is tied at the end of the hour.
Soccer, like soccer.
Yeah, similar to soccer, but they drive it from the 23 line and try and sort of take a shot. So it's not penalties, but they do drive with the ball. It was one-on-one with the keeper, and then the attacker has the chance to go in and then take a shot. But he only has 8 seconds to do so.
Yeah, that's like sudden death.
It is.
It's working for you or it's not working.
Yeah. But ETOSHA seem to want to lay everything on the line, because both these teams know that they've got a lot to play for. Afis being their home ground here, and ETOSHA coming 5 hours out. They did not come here for a joyride; came here for gold.
Yeah, this is all about pride. And as you said, home ground advantage should play a huge role in the favor of Afis. But this far, a very good defensive and attacking game by ETOSHA, showing their mettle here against a very good Afis side as well.
Indeed.
Een van die planmakers van Afis daar, wat gereeld sy misnoot te kenne gee met sy medespelers. Die bal oor die kantlyn, in die suidekant van die veld. Ons gaan daar bietjie terug mater. Jy vat 'n kans. Yeah, ETOSHA player indicated by the referee, you must go back a few yards. You're too close. Yeah, and Afis on the attack. That was a huge shot by...
Ooh, and almost.
But
Afis on the offense. As the one player tries to lay it off to one of his teammates, sends it back into the circle, but ETOSHA are very persistent on their defense.
Tawana, I think that it was a huge chance there. With only the goalkeeper of Afis.
That attacker took a bit too long in attempt to take the shot there. It allowed the defender to get the best of him and just get a little bit of a poke in there.
Yeah, Tawana, thank you for the information on if a game ends on equal points. About the rules, how it works with a shootout.
Indeed, and there's like a thumbs up from the WAP students as they're here to back their boys in the final.
Let's see what they got up their sleeves here.
Yeah, now we've got another short corner for Afis, and they've got everything to play for, so they better execute this short corner well if they are hoping for the goals. But ETOSHA have been persistent on their defense, so it's not going to be an easy one for Offies.
Back to the short corner. The 4 defenders of ETOSHA ready in the goal area. Stopped by the WAP player, taken, but
goes wide.
that was wide.
And it's a 16 for ETOSHA Secondary School.
Okay, that's
As the ETOSHA will take his time, look up and look for his players.
that's a big mistake.
Indeed.
Got spotted there by the Office player stealing the ball.
At this stage of the game, you can't afford to be making such mistakes, hey Tilleman, because this defender is he's a bit too comfortable there.
That's for sure.
But yeah, it is another 16 for ETOSHA, as the ball was not taken back 5 meters by the player, so they will gladly take it and collect from there.
Well done by the ETOSHA players. Well stopped. Playing to the inside. Going to the inside.
Oh, and what a goal by ETOSHA! In the dying members, ETOSHA come through and stun Office Park in their own home ground.
Well done by ETOSHA. A shot well taken from the 16. Excellent execution through the middle field. And the result, 1-0 lead by ETOSHA versus Office here in the second half. The second chokka almost halfway through. Tawana, I think the spark's going to fly now.
Definitely. That was a very good goal, but we can't write off Office just yet because, as you said, almost 7 minutes to go in the game. That's enough time. That's enough time for Office to sort of turn the game around and come back into the game. But
Tawana, they have to keep the concentration going 120% all the time, not lapse in defense. They have to keep their lines, the defensive system up and running. ETOSHA, I'm talking about.
yeah, indeed. And on that note, Office were just trying to play the ball out, but the other ETOSHA player was sneaky enough to just play it onto the foot of the defender. So now they've got the short corner.
Short corner for a chance. Let's see if they can create something here. Some advice there from a supporter. Office
Unfortunately,
players very quickly on defense there, spoiling ETOSHA's fun.
and the Office defender just tries to send it all the way to the other side of the field to hopefully just collect some scraps there, but none of the players could collect from there. Yeah, Office ball. Office are still in this. They're not gonna go out without a good fight.
No, they're not going to lay down. Tawana, I'm sure of that. They were taken by surprise with that attack. Lapse in concentration maybe. And ETOSHA took full benefit of that.
Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, that's a yellow card for one of the Office players.
Yellow
for foul
card out there.
committed. Yellow card, that means he is out for 5 minutes, which means that he's out for the rest of the game. Office are now at a disadvantage with one less player on the field.
Let's see if ETOSHA can benefit from that. one player down, it's always leaving a gap somewhere in the defense.
That little pocket of space is just will allow ETOSHA to sort of take advantage of that extra man they have on the field.
But it all depends if they can spot it or create that extra gap for them to attack.
I'm sure they can. I mean, these ETOSHA players have been moving the ball around pretty well, so I'm sure they're really good at awareness and realizing spaces and everything. So
yeah, they got their tails up, Tawana. I'm sure about that. Office on the attack there. Excellent defense by ETOSHA. Fighting for the ball in possession there. Stopped and
it's a short corner for Afis. Let's see if they can try and get something out of this, because it's a bit of a scramble there in the D for them as they're just fighting for something.
Got a brigade of office supporters running past here to support the team. That is probably the first team of when the Afrikaans Privaat School pitching here for the game later on versus VIS. Short corner, Tawana, take us through it, please.
All right, yeah, and Windhoek Office, unfortunately, he messes up the short corner by hitting it into the circle and then hitting it again, which is supposed to be a one motion shot according to the rules, but he played it in twice, so then they lose the advantage of the short corner. But ETOSHA will happily get rid of it, and they will probably try and get something out of this.
ETOSHA on attack again.
And then this is the captain of ETOSHA, which means, just to remind you his name, he goes by Hofeni Hamandike. He has played really well in this game, hasn't he, Chinaman?
Excellent. I mean, he's not just playing good hockey, he's leading from the front. I mean, he's an inspiration to his players, fellow teammates.
Such composure shown by the captain here. Yeah, from the sidelines we can hear what seems to be a parent or a supporter cheering on the captain not to give up, because he seems a bit, I don't know if he's injured or just tired. But I think he is just eager to hear that final whistle.
Yeah, Tawana, maybe a bit of tiredness. Oh, excellent attack by ETOSHA, excellent attack. They can go all the way.
Oh, and another goal by ETOSHA Secondary School, created by the captain himself.
You know, Tawana, what happened there, I've seen that so many times. The moment the goalkeeper's leaving the goal area and going out to stop the ball, in soccer, in hockey, doesn't matter. It is almost 100% of the time a goal for the attacking team, and this is just what happened now.
Indeed. He was just, I mean, he should have just kept his line, but he made the goalpost so big enough for the attacker to take the shot.
Tawana, I'm not sure if that was awarded. It's still showing. Okay, now we've got the scoreboard up behind us. From the dugout and from the timekeeper was a bit delayed there to show us the correct score. 2-0 for ETOSHA, leading in the final minutes of the under-19 boys second league final here at Office Park in Windhoek. Tawana, great excitement there. They created confusion, the ETOSHA players playing so fast, coming up so fast in the middle field, luring the